On average, each year, drunken driving kills 10,000 people on U.S. roads and causes 300,000 injuries. Now, there's a bipartisan effort in Congress to address the issue. As Maya Rodriguez tells us, 2 bills are trying to reduce drunken driving with current technology.
This photo says it all. A beaming Katie Snyder Evans, weeks after giving birth nearly 4 years ago, finally able to hold her premature twin daughters together for the first time. And the last time.
On her way home from the hospital one night after visiting the twins, she was hit and killed by a drunk driver.
Katie's father, Ken Snyder, is on the faculty of Utah State University and now a technology advisor for Mothers Against Drunk Driving.
I'm not an independent commentator on this topic. I am a grieving father.
His latest focus, 2 bills with bipartisan sponsors in Congress, the HALT Act in the House and the RIDE Act in the Senate, which are looking to tap into technology to prevent drunk driving.
The goal is to mandate drunk driving prevention technology as standard as seatbelts and airbags on all new passenger vehicles.
According to MAD, there are currently 241 forms of vehicle technology, like lane assist or driver monitoring, that could be used to combat drunk driving by, in some cases, reprogramming that tech to safely pull an impaired driver over. The bills in Congress seek to create federal rules so that the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, or NHTSA, could begin that process.
It would require NHTSA to figure out what the best technology is. The bill is tech neutral, which means that they can look at all the different options and decide what they believe is best, and then mandate that technology to be placed on all new cars.
For its part, a major auto industry group says it would like to keep working on it. They declined an interview, but told us in a statement, quote, "We share the goal of eliminating alcohol-impaired driving. Automakers are working collaboratively with the U.S. Department of Transportation and other stakeholders to develop innovative technologies that have the potential to prevent alcohol-impaired driving, a prevention that comes too late for many families, including Ken Snyder's."
The woman that killed my daughter was driving 95 miles an hour on a city boulevard. The veering, the side swiping, the lane changing, any one of the simple technologies that are already available on cars would have shut her down, if only activated.
A possibility they don't want to see pass other families by. In Washington, I'm Maya Rodriguez.
Now here in Wisconsin, there were about 21,000 drunken driving offenses in 2019. That's the latest data from the DOT. Alcohol-related crashes killed 140 people and injured nearly 3,000 that same year. Now, even in a year where many people stayed home, drunken driving was still a problem. If you remember last November, a dramatic video of an alleged drunken driving crash was captured in Bellevue. The driver was pulled from an SUV that was on fire. The Brown County Sheriff's Office says 2 deputies showed bravery in the face of danger and did not hesitate to jump into action to save the life of a citizen. Looking closer at the crash numbers, though, across the state, in 2020, fatal crashes in Wisconsin involving an impaired driver increased by 23% compared to 2019. The increase follows several years of declining numbers. Earlier this year, we also talked with Green Bay police, who say there were 452 arrests related to operating while intoxicated in 2020, which is actually a slight drop from 553 the year before.
Past 3 years, we trended down a little bit in OWI enforcement. This year, to say that we're trending down, there's so many factors with COVID that, it's sort of unknown because we didn't have the enforcements out there, and we don't have the couple months where the bars were shut down. That changes it.
Now, officials remind you to think twice before getting behind the wheel, as they say drinking and driving is a preventable offense. If you do need a safe way to get home, download the Drive Sober mobile app. If you're out with a group of friends, it helps you choose who's the designated driver. It also helps you find a taxi or bus service, as well as you can test your cognitive, mobility, and reaction times on this app. It is available on both Android and iPhones.